Hi everyone, it is Sunday evening, the 14th of June 2020. I'm starting off here looking at the US dollar basket and starting for the daily. So we've had a nice move to the downside. We've solidly broken underneath 97. We're coming back up to retest that as potential resistance. I'm just noticing the moving averages are all fanning out. We've got a nice little area here in which if we did find a nice rejection candle and follow through on that on Tuesday, for example, we might have a nice continuation of this down towards 94.50. The momentum indicators look nice and bearish. They're trending lower as well, so that's pretty cool. Again, looking at that weekly, we do have a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, and obviously we're generally range bound, so there's some sort of soft support here, and so price can ping pong around. If we look at the monthly time frame, there's really not much of a clear direction there. So the flow of price is kind of to the upside, but it's been relatively volatile. So just look at this in isolation. Of course, as I said, I'm not convinced just yet that we've solidly rejected that 100 level, but so far we have the potential, the appearance of a potential beginning of a new trend to the downside. So that's what I'm looking for this week, is to see if we then break back up and stay over 97 and then start heading back up towards 98.80, or if we get a nice rejection candle around this area and then head lower throughout the rest of the week. Looking at the euro dollar, we've got to pull back into the moving averages. Same thing again Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Early part of the week I'll be looking for bullish candles to set up here and seeing if we break higher. Overall, again, no clear direction on that monthly time frame, and the weekly just a bit of a mess. But if we can break outside and above these highs around that 1.14 level, we might start to see a climb higher. Looking at a cable, we've got sterling putting back into the moving averages here. They're starting to reorder, so we've kind of been range bound. We've started to test outside that range, and that's what I'd like to see this week. See it kind of continue onwards back outside that and basically reject this range, and then we'll start to see a continuation of a weaker US dollar. However, unless that happens, obviously the alternative being that price is going to come back and stay back within this range, and we get more of the same. And as I said, this is something that could potentially go on until November, until there's some kind of an indication as to whether Trump is in or out of office. Just the general uncertainty with the economic climate, combined with coronavirus infection rates and so on and so forth globally, combined with just general uncertainty as to what's going to happen next. This could justify reason for price staying within a range, but I'm liking the look here. I want to see if we do continue to push outside of that. So the point being that none of these so far are offering any clarity at this point in time, but hopefully within the next few days, the next 1 to 2 or 3 days, they'll start to give an indication as to whether they want to break high. Same thing here with the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Nice little bullish candle here. I'd like to see a break above the high of that and see a bit of a follow through on that. We've had a really nice strong move to the upside on the weekly. We are potentially overextended, so any kind of a pullback down towards 0.6667 would be a really great place for price to potentially find support and then push its way back up. So again, I'm going to have to monitor it in the early few days of the week and then see where we are by about Wednesday and see if there's been any kind of an indication if we want to do that. Same thing here, Kiwi dollar to US dollar, putting back into the moving averages. Nice little bullish candle here. Generally with this kind of a trend, usually in isolation, this would be a bullish setup indicating a weaker US dollar. So that's really what I will see if we do unfold in that sense. Again, dollar yen, pretty much junk. There's no clear trend on any of the time frames. It's not doing anything. It's very, very, very slowly creeping down. But at the rate it's going to break through in 2021, around about June. So that's a couple of years away, or at least a year away, I beg your pardon. Dollar Swissy, this is right again. This is coming down, potentially back into the previous lows. Nice little bearish candle here. Could indicate dollar Swissy hitting low, which is, again, a weaker US dollar. And dollar CAD has already pulled back into a level here, 1.36, producing a bearish candle. So all of these, and actually just noting that conflict with the monthly, which is going the other way, which has gone up, coming back to retest support and resistance. So it is a fork in the road. There's very much some conflicting signals. We've got ranges across the board, but what we have got is a setup for the potential for a follow through for a weaker US dollar. And if that is the case, my expectation certainly is to see this start to head towards 94.50, down towards the next lows that we haven't been in since March. And really, if that is the case, then at least there should be some good trending opportunities and tradable opportunities on the daily as well as intraday timeframes on a lot of the majors against the US dollar. So I'll be keeping an eye out for those, and otherwise just highlighting that we're sitting right in a forked road. We're going to see which way the market's going to go. Thank you.